My good friend from New Jersey for yielding and for hosting this special orders about moral truth, that the right to life is a fundamental right, and frankly a nation that kills its next generation is not a moral nation. It's been 39 years since the infamous Roe versus Wade decision, and for the 39th time the American people have marched in Washington, D.C. in the March for Life to show Congress that they remain opposed to this decision. This year the cold and driving rain couldn't dampen the resolve of the hundreds of thousands that turned out again. Their message was simple: stop abortion. The act of murdering an unborn child has no place in this country. For a judicial system that is taking great lengths to try and ensure justice and fairness in the court of law, where is the justice here? Mr. Speaker, I'll ask you again, where is the justice for the unborn? The answer is simple: there is none. But still, Roe versus Wade and the subsequent left-wing pro-choice groups have pushed the envelope so that now this legalized murder of the unborn is prevalent across the country, accessible and sometimes even partially financed by your tax dollars. Let us look no further than last year in my home state of Pennsylvania. In a neighborhood outside West Philadelphia, an abortion mill that was in operation for over 4 decades, 40 years, was illegally delivering and killing newborns in a so-called abortion procedure. For years, the procedures he performed on women who came into the clinic was responsible for several deaths and severely injuring scores more. And for political reasons, even outlined in the grand jury report, the Pennsylvania Department of Health refused to inspect the abortion facilities. These abortion mills ran rampant and unchecked. So for those who argue that this legalized murder is for the women's health, I ask you, where's the justice for those women? Where's the justice for unborn at that facility? There is no justice in abortion for anyone. And yet you look to the White House and we have a president who states, and I quote, "As we remember this historic anniversary, we must also continue our efforts to ensure that our daughters have the same rights, freedoms, and opportunities as our sons to fulfill their dreams." Mr. Speaker, surely the president recognized he's wrong. Abortion is not the way to allow our daughters to fulfill their dreams. In America, everyone, regardless of color or gender, has the same rights and freedoms and opportunities to fulfill their dreams. Everyone except the unborn. Mr. Speaker, surely the president knows that we will never know the dreams of the countless unborn daughters that are not with us today because of the pro-abortion policies of this administration forces. Mr. Speaker, I stand with my colleagues tonight to say that enough is enough. How many more Roe versus Wade anniversaries must we endure until justice is done and this decision is overturned? I thank my good friend from New Jersey, and I yield back.
I thank my good friend.